mark it.
In-person education, take one, marker.
Hi everyone, this is For the Record, where we take a moment to fill you in on all the things you need to know from Amarillo ISD. And this episode is all about in-person education. For the record, in-person education, at least in some ways, won't be all that different from any other typical year. Students who choose in-person education will come to school to learn and socialize and develop their interests and talents just as they always have. But we've been working to add some layers of protection to make being on campus as safe as possible. And today we want to give you a preview of what some of those look like. You'll notice that school entries and exits at the beginning and at the end of each day will be used strategically, and our halls and stairways might be designed for one-way traffic. When students walk into any school, they'll see things like hand washing and sanitizing stations at the entrances. And throughout the day, they will have many opportunities to wash or sanitize their hands. We literally have thousands of gallons of hand sanitizer in our schools. And of course, our students are encouraged to bring their own. Now, let's talk masks. Some people like them, some don't. Some agree with wearing them, others just don't. But what we know is that masks are a must for all students. And here's why. When there's a positive case in any of our classes or schools, a mask can mean the difference between your child staying at school or being asked to go virtual and quarantine at home. Most parents have said they want to have their kids back in school in person each day. Wearing a mask in school will help us continue to avoid frequent quarantines or partial, maybe even a complete shutdown by the health department in ways that are age appropriate. Students will be able to clean their own spaces throughout the day, and when possible, classrooms and other facilities will be arranged to maximize space and create room for better social distance. In many classrooms and our cafeterias, clear dividers will provide just another layer of protection for kids. Depending on space and enrollment at a particular school, some students will eat in the cafeteria. Others may eat in the classroom. Meals will be pre-portioned in restaurant-style containers for students to easily grab and go wherever they're eating. Okay, this is important. Our youngest students will still get the opportunity to get their wiggles out with recess, just with social distancing in smaller groups with staggered schedules. And to make sure all our students are getting plenty of fresh air, PE and other classes may be moved outside, weather permitting in the Panhandle, of course. For extracurricular activities like band, choir, and orchestra, students will meet in smaller groups and sometimes even in multiple locations where possible. In choir, you'll see changes like our risers are being removed to create social distancing. And students, choir students, they'll be wearing masks and face shields to sing. The bottom line is, for everyone who will be in our campuses this fall, you will see layers of added protection. Some will be noticeable and frankly unpleasant or inconvenient and in the way, but really others will be less noticeable and will happen behind the scenes before school, during the day, and after class is dismissed. For the record, parents, students, staff, me, you, really all of us will have an important role to play because keeping students safe is our most important priority. And we know it's yours too.
All right, tell us later.